We support ICE and law enforcement. I support ICE.
That's crazy, bro.
I don't know what's crazy about this.
Yeah, I'm going to punch you.
You're gonna punch me?
Yes.
And you're gonna get in trouble for that.
Okay.
What's going on, gang? Red Channels here. So recently there have been these student anti-ICE protests across the country. That recent clip was from a high school in Chicago. This one kid decided to be a pro-ICE counter-protester, and then that liberal kid lost his mind and attacked him. Now, the counter-protester's name is Danny Spud. You can find him on Twitter. So he brought this sign to school, and then he got attacked. And of course, leftists are celebrating it. But let's go ahead and finish out the video.
Chill out, bro. I stand for my beliefs. I'm gonna peacefully stand here and support my beliefs. I support ICE and law enforcement.
Peacefully fuck yourself.
Whoa, that's against school code. No swearing in the school.
They're on their way there right now. We also have students walking out of the building as well, starting their protest.
I support ICE and law enforcement. Am I allowed to stand here?
You are allowed to.
Okay. I'm allowed to have this sign too,
You're
like everyone
allowed
else?
to have
Okay.
be part of the protest.
I just stand for my beliefs, you know, like this is okay.
My man! He didn't even need to ask that, honestly. You don't need to ask whether or not right-wing youth activism is okay, so long as you're not breaking the law, so long as you're not assaulting someone. Obviously, he is in the right, and that other kid is in the wrong. However, predictably, liberals are defending the attacker in this situation. This one guy says, "That big gentleman in the brown hoodie is a brave America First patriot who loves our country, and I genuinely mean that without a hint of sarcasm or irony. Nice to see kids with actual principles." This is yet another reminder that all civility has broken down in this country. As I'm sure many of you already know, indoctrination doesn't just happen at the collegiate level alone. The Marxist infiltration of colleges thing is real, but this stuff happens in elementary school, middle school, and high school as well. Really, a public education is just setting an individual up, setting a person up morally for college. This is part of why, at least in the community where I was growing up, liberals would be like, "I went to college and then I had my eyes opened." And they felt like everything they had learned previously was a lie. Not because K-12 schooling has a fundamental opposition in message to college education, generally speaking, but because they had been fully initiated into leftism by the time they got to college. That was when, it was this sort of like false awakening they had when they finally reached college and were, taking whatever soft science, XYZ indoctrination classes. Now, I was actually in a BLM high school protest about Michael Brown. I still remember it. I'm really dating myself here. I was woke before it was cool. But obviously, Marxist indoctrination in classrooms has worsened significantly since then, and it's been about 10 years. It did feel like the cutting edge at the time. Like, apparently there were protests across the country, so it was somewhat widespread. But these anti-ICE protests are definitely much larger than those were. And then also definitely the George Floyd BLM protests, which came later, were much larger than those initial Michael Brown protests. But anyway, even back then I couldn't reconcile the obvious institutional support that the left, which was supposed to be the people's movement, was receiving, so I had to reject liberalism as obviously fake and controlled opposition by corporate power. I became NRX when I was like 16 right after that. And one of the main reasons, values-wise, what drove me away from leftism, liberalism, etc., is that it just seemed fundamentally unmasculine and like it breeds weakness. Like you could see here with this kid, that impotent rage. The whole interaction was so cringe. I mean, this kid should be ashamed of himself and how he's acting. He even sounds like he's about to cry. He's like, "Okay, I'm gonna hit you," and it like sounds like he's choking up too. It's just embarrassing.
Yeah, I'm going to punch you.
You're gonna punch me?
Yes.
If you really think America's on the verge of turning into some sort of racist police state, then at least have some dignity. Anyway, like I said earlier, indoctrination, which radicalizes kids to this point, and don't get me wrong, I don't think it's just public school, too. It's public school, and also the fact that there's like a liberal media ecosystem. It's a confluence of factors that pushes people to this point and makes them behave this way. But radicalization like this is happening all over the country, and a large number of teachers, of public school teachers, are implicated.
So when Florida students are confronted with videos of ICE raids, of families being torn apart, and of Americans being murdered for using their constitutional rights, they respond. They organize. They speak out. And they do what American students have always done in moments of injustice. They stand together and demand safety for their peers, their families, and themselves. And that response, while framed by some politicians as radical, is rather reasonable. It's rational. And in a moment like this, it is required. To any students being told that they do not have the right to speak out or walk out on their campus, I want to be clear. This is the United States of America. You do not shed your First Amendment rights when you step foot through the schoolhouse gates.
Public school teachers believe they have a certain social obligation to mold ideal citizens rather than preparing young people for, real life, adult life, career, work, etc., or even really helping them find their passion. Their goal is to mold ideal citizens of this future utopian egalitarian state they want to establish.
We're talking about ICE. What does ICE stand for?
Immigration, control.
Immigration and Customs Enforcement, okay? Guys who kind of look like cops. Is ICE above the law? No one is above the law, and if they break it, they should be held accountable, just like any of y'all, right? Can ICE lie to you?
Yes.
Yes, they can, and they absolutely will. They'll also try and bait you into saying or doing something that'll get you in trouble. Don't take the bait. Can ICE profile you?
Yes.
Yes.
Most definitely.
Yes, they can. ICE can judge and target you based off the color of your skin, the language that you speak, or the job that you work. However, do y'all remember this card from the beginning of the year? Yeah? These are your rights. Do not open the door. Stranger Danger 101. Don't answer any questions. You have the right to be silent, so be silent. Do not sign anything without talking to a lawyer. You are a minor. It is not your job to go toe-to-toe with ICE. The best thing you can do is probably just stay away from ICE. Can I hear y'all say, I want my lawyer?
I want my lawyer.
Yes.
My name is Kaylin. Hi, my name is Rafa. Hi, my name is Ulysses, and we're presenting The Story of Others. The stories of others, intertwining like brothers, trying to change and free from struggles,
while at the same time hoping for help under the covers, unrecognized by others.
We are all humans, no matter the race. No disgrace, we all deserve a place, and we shouldn't have to pick up our pace because a police officer is in our face or a crazy white lady sprays us with mace.
We all are not thugs, and we all deserve hugs, and some of us won't even crush bugs.
We're getting deported by ICE, and I can't understand why everyone can't suffice. We have might, so we must fight. Just for our rights, look at the future and set our sights. Fuck ICE. Cooked, our system is cooked. Booked, our president should read a book.
Shook, every time we see an officer, we shouldn't be shook.
Look, we shouldn't be judged on the way we look. Light shines through the darkest times, no matter the bull. They will not fold if we all uphold the stories of others, intertwining like brothers, trying to change and free from struggles. We can shine as we work together, and who knows, maybe like the phoenix, we will continue to rise.
You know what? I'm going to say it. If public school teachers are going to brainwash and radicalize my kids, I at least want them to be good rappers. I found that performance to be lackluster, to say the least.
Hey, I got y'all a pizza, bro. Y'all want a pizza here? Hey, this shit empty. Oh, shit. This shit empty. You're welcome, you're welcome. Yeah, you're welcome.
The silver lining of this whole situation seems to me that there will always be an impulse to troll people like this, to troll left-wing youth activists. You know, there will be some sort of backlash. And apparently we have won the support of the Edgar community, of all communities, in this because of these anti-ICE protests. Now, anyways, we shall move on to the next couple of clips, which are coming out of Washington State. Apparently, there was there were some young people were doing some anti-ICE protests there, and the following is from one long and very volatile interaction.
I have no idea what you're saying.
Blue eyes does not make you different from us, bitch. You're the same but worse, bitch. Having blue eyes does not make you fucking different.
Your friend's trying to talk and you're screaming over her.
Shut up.
Conspiracy cookie.
She's with us.
She's with us. I personally know people who have been deported who are born here, and they're missing after this. I know multiple people who
What's their names? It should be a national case.
It's honestly sad to see the state the youth are in. So much potential, and they get brainwashed into defending criminal illegals rather than doing something constructive with their lives. And the worst part about all of this, young people were often at the forefront of political movements because they had to harness that energy which old people lacked. If the left wins, these kids will be recast as civil rights heroes and martyrs when they're defending a policy program which is totally backed by the corrupt power structure. Whatever the case may be, without a doubt, we are still going to witness immense social change in the coming decades, in the coming 5 years even. This is a very interesting time in American history, and I would bet a lot of these kids in the crowd participating in these protests are actually the children of immigrants. Some legal, others perhaps not. And it's going to be interesting. Anyway, that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give it a like, share, subscribe if you haven't already. Leave a comment in the comment section below with your thoughts. How are you feeling about this situation? Have you noticed any sort of protests going on in your local area? Do you think they're widespread, or is this, really people are making this out to be a bigger deal than it actually is, and there's no steam behind it? We're all kind of looking forward to midterms now. That's coming down the pike pretty soon, in a couple of months. What do you think the next big political transformation will be? Anyways, that's it for this video, and Red Channels will catch you in the next one.
Person like me, small.